Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 2 Review. Today we're going to be reviewing all of Chapter 2 for our test. Please remember to do this without a calculator. Show all your work and circle your final answer. Alright, we're going to go through as many of these as we can. Hopefully we can get through all of them. Looking at the directions, it says to use the rules of exponents to evaluate. Final answer must have positive exponents. Okay, so let's look at number 1. It says parentheses 3 over 2 all to the 4th power. So we have to distribute the 4. So it's 3 to the 4th, 2 to the 4th. And we can't reduce that now. We can't use the exponent rules because these are different bases. So 3 to the 4th is really 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And you can break that down to 9 times 9, and you get 81. Okay, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, we should be able to do that in our heads. Ends up 4 and 4, and we get 16, and that's our final answer. All right, number 2. We cannot do anything to the top, so we're going to leave it as it is. Now, on the bottom, we can combine those. And what we do is we add the exponents. All right, now that we have similar bases, who wins, top or the bottom? Okay, the top wins. By how much? By 3. And 3 to the 3rd is 3 times 3 times 3, which gives you 27. All right, number 3. If your exponent's negative, drop it like it's hot. The 5 squared goes on the bottom, and you have to put a 1 up on top. We can reduce or simplify 5 squared, which is 5 times 5, which is 25. All right, number 4. First, we need to distribute the exponent. So you have 1 to the 5th over 2 to the 5th. And now, let's rewrite this real quick just so it looks a little nicer. So 1 to the 5th over 2 to the 5th. I'm going to distribute the negative 2. 1 to the negative 2. 2 to the negative 2. If your exponent's negative, drop it like it's hot. If it's already on the bottom, bring it to the top. So we have 1 to the 5th times 2 squared over 1 to the 2nd times 2 to the 5th. Okay, now we can do our rules of exponents. That turns to 1 to the 3rd, because there's more 1s on top. And your 2's, you have more 2's on the bottom. 1 to the 3rd is 1, and 2 to the 3rd is 8. All right, number 5. First thing you need to do is distribute that. So get 2 to the negative 3rd over 5 to the negative 3rd. If the exponent's negative, drop it like it's hot. If it's already on the bottom, bring it to the top. So you get 5 cubed over 2 cubed. 5 cubed is 5 times 5 times 5, which gives you 125 over 8. All right, number 6. Using the rules of exponents, who wins, the top or the bottom? Okay, the bottom wins. And the bottom wins by 2. Top cancels out, so we put a 1. Now negative 4 squared is negative 4 times negative 4, which gives us a positive 16. 2 to the third minus 3 squared. 2 cubed is 8, minus 3 squared is 9, and that gives us negative 1. And 8. Let's zoom in on this one a little bit. Okay, negative exponent, drop it, drop it. So it's 1 2/3 minus 4 to the 0 plus 1 over 3. 1 over 2/3 is really saying 1 over 8. 4 to the 0 is 1 plus 1/3. We need an LCD, and that ends up being 24. So 1 over 8 equals 3 over 24. 1/3 over 24 equals 8. So when we rewrite this, we have 3 over 24 minus 24 over 24 plus 8 over 24. And when you combine, all those numerators right there, you end up getting negative 13 over 24. All right. Next one. It says simplify. Assume all variables represent non-zero real numbers. And then once again, the final answer must have positive exponents. All right, number 9. First thing we have to do is to distribute. So 5 times 2 to the third times x to the 12th. 2 to the third gives us 8. 5 times 8 is 40. All right, number 10. Combine the top, and you get w to the 9th over w to the 4th. Who wins, top or bottom? The top wins, and the top wins by 5. Okay, if your exponent's negative, drop it like it's hot. If it's already on the bottom, bring it to the top. So we get y to the 8th over 5y squared. Who wins, the top or the bottom? The top wins by 6. So y to the 6th over 5. All right, 12. Go ahead and distribute the 4. So you get 3 to the 4th, a, and you're going to multiply those to the 8th, and b to the 12th. 3 to the 4th we've already talked about. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and that gives us 81. A to the 8th, b to the 12th. Number 13. Okay, first thing we're going to do is you're going to multiply the coefficients, and you get negative 15. Add the exponents, and add the exponents. You got to be careful there, because how many s's do we have? 1, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So you get negative 15r to the 7th, s to the 4th. All right, for number 14, before we distribute, let's simplify parentheses. So z to the 5th goes on top. Z to the 4th, z cubed. Z to the 5th over z to the 7th. Who wins, top or bottom? The bottom wins by 2. And that's all to the 2nd power. Distribute everything, and you get 1 z to the 4th. Okay. Go ahead and distribute. So you get negative x to the negative 15th power. If your exponent's negative, drop it like it's hot. So x to the 15th, it stays negative, and you got to put a 1 on the top. All right, since we've got these two guys in parentheses, you're going to want to distribute the 2 first. Two squared, p to the negative 4th, q to the 10th. Distribute the 3. You get 4 to the 3rd, p to the negative 12th, q to the negative 9th. If your exponent's negative, drop it like it's hot. If it's already on the bottom, bring it to the top. So that's going to be 4. Then we're moving P12 up there, Q9 up there, and sorry for that interruption. So we have P to the 12th, Q to the 9th, and then that Q to the 10th is already up there. 4 to the 3rd power is 64. And then we have the P to the 4th. 4 over 64, we can reduce that. And that goes to a 16. Your, the P's, 12 and 4, who wins the top or the bottom? That is the top by 8. And then Q to the 19th. Let's rewrite that 16. And there's your final answer. So that's going to be it. We're just going to do the front side right now. Video number 2 will have the back side. Okay? Thanks, guys.